Hi guys, in my previous video I shared with you guys how to use the ATR indicator to measure how volatile an instrument is. If you've not watched the video, I have it on my YouTube channel. Okay, now the ATR indicator is not an indicator you use in defining the trend of the market. You use it to measure volatility. With the ATR indicator you can tell which instrument will be volatile for the week or for the day. Okay, daily, weekly, those are the time frame I recommend that you use the ATR indicator. You apply the ATR indicator on. Okay, so for example, we are looking at USD now. Let's see the ATR value for on the weekly time frame. Okay, now the ATR value on the weekly time frame is 148 pips. What that means is that for the past 14 weeks, the average number of pips USD has delivered is 148 pips for the past 14 weeks. It means that this week, if I'm buying USD I should expect USD to deliver between 140 and 148 pips. And if I'm selling, I should expect USD to deliver 140 to 148 pips. Now you have your strategies that you use to enter the market. Okay, you use that to know when to enter and when to to buy or sell. You don't use the the ATR indicator for that. Okay, now since the average trailing value for USD this week is 148 pips. Now if you look at USD this week, subtract the high from the low. Okay, subtract the high from the low or the high from the opening. Let's say the high from the opening. The high price USD had gotten to this week is 8974 and the low price it has gotten to is 8817. So that's about, it has delivered over 170, yes, yeah, about 160 pips or 150 pips, right? Am I correct? That should be about 163 pips. It has delivered 163 pips. Am I correct? 89748817. That should be 57 pips. Yeah, 157 pips, 157 pips. And you can see that the average true range value is 148. So it has already delivered above the average true range value for the week. That tells me that there's a high probability for USDCHF to go bearish because it has delivered above the average range value for the week. So there's a high probability for those who bought earlier to start selling. So I would be looking out for a sell setup. But before I would jump in to sell, I want to ensure that a bearish reversal pattern forms on maybe the daily time frame or the weekly time frame. That is when I will take my sell trade. There has to be a bearish reversal pattern before I would sell. Okay, so let's go down to daily. So this is daily. Daily is 54. That's the average true range value for the daily. And if you look at the daily also, average true range value, let's see, this is the opening for the day, 8974. That is the opening, and the high is 8839. That's about 70. That's about 65 pips. 65 pips. So USD has delivered above the average true range value for the day. Okay, so let's go down to 4 hour, 1 hour, 15 minutes to identify the pattern that we have on the chart right now. So let's go down to 4 hour. On 4 hour, what do we have? So you can see, so if the current 4 hour candle closes as a shooting star or a spinning top, that will be the right time to start selling. That will be the right time to start selling USD because it has delivered above the weekly average range value and also above the daily average true range value. Now let's go down to 1 hour. Let's see what we have on 1 hour. So you can see on 1 hour, we already have a bearish reversal pattern. This is a spinning top indicating change in trend from bullish to bearish. But we could just wait for the 4-hour candle to close bearish before we start selling. That is how you use the ATR indicator to know when an instrument is overbought, okay, or when it's oversold. You can also use the stochastic or RSI indicator for that purpose, okay. But with the ATR indicator, you are able to know which instrument will be volatile. Anything above 80, we should expect high volatility on that instrument. If it is below that, then medium, or low volatility is expected on that instrument. I hope that is clear. This is how I sometimes make use of the ATR indicator. Sometimes, okay, you will not see me apply this on my charts sometimes, because just by looking at the pattern, at the candlestick pattern, I can tell when an instrument is overbought and when it's oversold, and that's because I've been doing this for years, okay. So I can easily know when an instrument is overbought just by looking at the candlestick pattern, and also when it's oversold, I can tell, okay. So I hope you got value from this video. If you have any question, you can drop it in the group. Thanks for watching.